Oh wow, this looks cool. You guys gotta see this light. How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cooper's Amputee Lifestyle. And we are here at beautiful Lake Crescent, Washington. And I want to talk to you about something really cool today. Let's check it out. Odepro Outdoor, the dealer of OrcaTorch dive lights, sent me something and donated me a dive light to do a review. This is the OrcaTorch D710 dive light. Let's unbox it and check it out. First, we have this amazing hard case. For those of you that like to travel, know that it's really hard to be able to pack your dive equipment without getting damaged to and from your diving destinations. Let's open it up and take a look. So the first thing that we see is there is the OrcaTorch D710 dive light. There's two batteries that are rechargeable. The light takes one battery at a time. So you can alternate between batteries if you're doing multiple dives in low visibility or dark situations. Also, what we have inside this case is a wrist lanyard. It comes with a Type-C charging USB cable. There's also your warranty card, as well as a little information that they put in here that shows other dive lights that they sell. The OrcaTorch is powered by a 21700 rechargeable battery that takes a USB Type-C charging cable. It plugs in right here. To charge your batteries for the OrcaTorch D710 dive light, we take our USB Type-C charging cable, we plug it in to the little charging port on the side of each battery. Now when the battery is charging, we can see the red light indicated right there at the top. How we know that the battery is full is going to have a green light indicator on the battery right there, right where you plug it in. To be able to put the battery in the OrcaTorch, we simply just twist. As we're untwisting the housing, we notice that it is waterproof. It has 3 O-rings that help protect it from any water leaking inside the battery housing. The OrcaTorch D710 has a built-in power indicator. This is rated to go 150 meters deep. That's 492 feet deep. So if you're a tech diver and you like to go deep, this may be a good light for you. I like the idea that they did throw some spare O-rings in here, but what I think could be better is if they also put the specific grease for these O-rings in here, because we all know when we dive in a lot of sandy, silty environments, sometimes we need to take these O-rings off and we need to actually clean them off and re-grease them and apply them back to our equipment. I think it's great that they put in a USB Type-C charging cable for the batteries, but look at the length of this. This doesn't do anything. When we plug this into a side of the wall because we want to charge our batteries on a nightstand or a table of some sort, this is not a long enough cable. My suggestion is that we actually get a real cable that's at least a couple feet in length with an actual charging box. What they sent with this package for this dive light is this little lanyard that attaches your wrist. No diver with common sense should be attaching anything to their wrist. They should have their hands free for whenever they need to be able to use their hands underwater, especially operating any tools or equipment or camera housing. We're going to take this and we're going to take their short little charging cable and throw those right in the garbage. What I would suggest is one of these retractable cables that you can attach to your BCD or backplate wing. They also have a retractable cable that you can pull out and hit the switch, so it stays fixed in this position. And when you're done using your light, you can hit the switch and it'll retract back. So the light is not in your way and you can still use your hands and arms to do whatever you need to do underwater. Now, I'm not a fan of these light holsters that are going over your hand, but they are available, and you can also fit this OrcaTorch D710 light inside these neoprene light holsters. So you can move your hand and still manipulate and have a little bit of dexterity to operate whatever tools or equipment underwater. So OrcaTorch, you should offer these to your customers instead of the little wrist lanyard. I bet you your customers would love to get some better equipment to keep the dive lights attached to them while they're underwater. So now that we went over the basics of the OrcaTorch D710, let's get in the water and get wet. So right now we're just underneath the dock and we're just going to test out the light to make sure it's working and the button is not sticking. So even though we're diving in a lake that has 50+ foot visibility, there's a bunch of these logs with all these little crevices. We're going to use the OrcaTorch D710 dive light to go search all these little crevices for all the little marine life. There's little fish and crawdads just hiding in here. It's very silty in sediment, so you have to watch your strong setting that it will illuminate all the backscatter. Put it on the lowest setting. The settings on the OrcaTorch D710 dive light are high, medium, and low. Whatever setting you have it in, you can depress the button and hold and it will become bright. You let go and it goes back to that setting. The OrcaTorch D710 is such a great little search light. I could see myself using this light to search for marine life and then putting it away to use my camera to film that marine life. As the sun is setting, I'm using the OrcaTorch to search around for anything cool to find. I did see something reflect the light back and I found a ring. Sadly, it was not a silver ring, but this still proved to me that the OrcaTorch is a great searchlight. Now that we had a chance to see what the OrcaTorch D710 can do in some fairly good visibility, let's take a quick peek at what it can do in some very terrible visibility. Now we're at a popular dive site in Puget Sound, Washington. The visibility is terrible today, 5 feet at best. Even though it's sunny, it is literally a night dive. We are using the dive light to be able to see and identify what we are experiencing underwater. You can really see the 3000 lumens at work. It really feels like you're holding a lightsaber underwater. Thanks to this dive light, we were able to navigate underwater in these dark conditions to find our way to this sunken boat. Now that you've seen what this light can do, the OrcaTorch D710 in poor visibility, let's jump back to Lake Crescent and talk about how you can get your hands on this light. Odepro Outdoor is the dealer of OrcaTorch, and they're selling this dive light on Amazon. Use this coupon code to help save you 12% off on this dive light. So after doing some dives with the OrcaTorch D710 dive light, we dove in some clear visibility in Lake Crescent. We dove in some poor visibility at Redondo Beach in Puget Sound, Washington. So my honest opinion with the OrcaTorch D710 dive light is not only would it be a great primary light, especially if you're traveling with how compact it is, going to your dive destination or liveaboards to dive other parts of the world, I think it would also be a great backup light. I would see myself actually keeping this and using it a part of all my dive gear, diving out here in Puget Sound, Washington. So check the description below. I'll post the link where you could find the OrcaTorch D710 dive light on Amazon, and there'll also be a comment code right next to that. This has been another episode of Cooper's Amputee Lifestyle. I really appreciate you guys watching it. I really appreciate watching the OrcaTorch D710 in use. We'll see you on the next adventure. Take care.